Hello Pisces, and welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and whoa, today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of July 2025. All right, so what's going on, Pisces? What is going on? Okay, so you've got money coming in, all right? And the thing is I have a sense that things have been feeling a little chaotic money-wise for you. But when we hit the beginning, the first week of July, things are really going to stable out, okay? Things are really going to settle down because we've got this Four of Wands and the Hierophant. And the Hierophant means that sometimes you have to kind of go against the grain and do something totally off cuff. And that is what really unlocks the success, and that's what unlocks the money flow. Now, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, which means money comes in, but then it has to go right back out, right? So I love that card because it means money's coming in. Now, when it's in the reverse, it means that, oh, great, we get this money, but then you have to pay a bill with that money. But it's always good to have the money, right? And then not have the money at all. Excuse me. So we do have that Queen of Pentacles, which I love because she is all about not taking any unnecessary risk. Now, what I'm seeing with that Tower card is there is something that's you're gonna have to start over somewhere, but don't worry, because when you plan it out, it's gonna help you be more successful. So don't be afraid of things kind of turning around or things kind of, you know, feeling like they're falling apart. Sometimes that's what needs to happen in order for things to fall into place, right? We've all heard that. Sometimes you have a breakdown to have a breakthrough. Sometimes things fall apart in order to fall into place. All right, so do not be afraid of that, because that is powerful, momentous, am I saying that right? Change. All right, now, as this relates to your money, is sometimes it puts you on a much more stable foundation, like I said earlier in your reading here. All right, so things will stable out for you. I can promise you that, Pisces. All right, so let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of July. Ooh, you've got some good cards here. All right, so the Emperor card, then we've got that Three of Cups. Okay. Nice. All right, so here's where the success gets unlocked, all right? Money is definitely flowing your way. You're even going to be celebrating something in that second week of July. The Emperor means that things may not be as structured as you need them to be, but that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you need to be a little bit more flexible in order to kind of go with the flow, or to really examine certain opportunities that may be coming your way, especially things that could benefit you financially. Now, we also have that Three of Cups. Again, like I said, I think that's a celebration. I feel like that is you kind of feeling like you can relax and take a break, because things really are starting to shift for you financially. You have a breakthrough here, you're taking massive action, and then the High Priestess is confirmation that you're on the right track. So when we talk about financial blessings and financial benefits, I do see that happening for you, especially in that second week of July, Pisces. Now, the other thing is you're going to be rewarded for taking massive action. So don't be afraid to do a lot and then to go big, right? So, like, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot. Not like just busy work, but real productive, profitable work. All right, and again, that's going to pay off. You're going to start seeing it pay off in the second week of July. All right, let's see what else shows up for my Pisces. Ooh, look at this. All right, so you got one of the most positive cards of the deck. Now, here's the thing. Money is going to flow slowly, but that's not a bad thing. All right. Now, when I look at this, it's almost like saying, well, where did all this success come from? Right? We got the Justice card, decisions made in your favor. This Knight of Cups in the reverse means you get support and help. It may not be exactly how you envisioned it to be, but you still have people willing to help you. The Eight of Wands in the reverse means things are slow and steady. Nothing is rushed. Nothing is forced. We have the Four of Cups. Now, here is where you're going to have to get selective, because I feel like you're going to have to say no to something. You're going to have to say no to what exactly, something that doesn't quite fit in your plan, and you're going to have to say no to. And it's going to be hard for you to say no, because I have a feeling maybe you really like the person who's making the offer or invitation, or maybe you really like the offer, but it's just not the right time for you. But I do believe you're going to have to say no in the middle of July for something work, money, or business related. Now, here's where things get really good and juicy. We got the Sun card. That's the most positive card in the deck. I say it all the time. Doesn't matter how it shows up in my readings. Even in the reverse, this is still a very powerfully positive card. It means that happiness, joy, success is on the way, maybe to a lesser degree, maybe not exactly how you thought it would be, but you're still winning here. You're still succeeding. All right, like I said, where did all this success come from? Pisces. Finally, we got the Seven of Cups, which means you have so many offers, so many opportunities. It's like I said, it's not only about saying no, but it's about saying yes to what truly resonates with you and what truly is going to benefit you financially. All right, so think about that. Think about how that's going to work for you. All right, let's see what else is showing up for my Pisces. All right, what do we need to know for Pisces as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of July 2025? All right, so the end of the month is where things are really going to slow down, but this is actually going to be good because it's going to give you time to get caught up with all of this success that's been flowing in earlier in the month. Okay, because we got the Two of Wands in the reverse. Interesting, because we have that card here, and then we have Four of Wands here. Okay, so Two of Wands in the reverse, which means looking at the past and then trying to decide what's best for your next step moving forward. And sometimes it may not be clear, but when we're talking about money, remember, we always are going to do the thing that is going to either make us the most money or the thing that's going to bring money in the fastest. All right, so weigh those options so you can figure it out. But really get clear on that you are intentional about what is going to make you money the fastest, or in some cases, what's going to make you money the easiest, right? The Queen of Cups, this is the emotional card. Now, when I see her in the upright, it means that, you know, she's got a good grasp on her emotions, and they're not controlling all of her actions and all of her behaviors, right? It's that emotional balance and that emotional groundedness. We talked about that Four of Wands. Again, like I said, things are going to stable out at the end of the month, and that's going to give you time to get caught up on all the stuff that was happening earlier in the month. The Two of Pentacles means that you need to pay attention to your budget. Make sure you are putting money aside for the things that really matter, either in your personal life, your business, or both. And then finally, we do have the Judgment card. That's the card of inner work. That's the card of really taking the time to examine where can we be a better version of who we are. How can I be a better entrepreneur? How can I be a better business owner? How can I be a better employee? You know, if that's what, you know, what you're trying to do, maybe grow in the company that you're in. But it's always about the next level self-improvement, right? Because when you do that, that makes you more valuable, and that allows you to attract and make more money, right? Sometimes it's about healing past money trauma. Sometimes it's about releasing beliefs about money that no longer serve you today. All right, but you know what it is for you. You know where you could make some different decisions or heal or release some things that could be getting in the way of you making the money you want to make, right? I mean, we all kind of have to do that self-awareness assessment and figure out what's not working, what can we improve upon, and then taking the steps to improve upon those things. All right, so like I said, Pisces, you have a lot of success flowing in the month. You've got some good things happening here. You've got money coming in, and things will slow down at the end of July. But like I said, I think that's a good thing because it gives you a chance to get caught up, and it gives you a chance to assess, you know, how the month went, what you're going to do moving into August, and all of those things. So July is very good. July is very good. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Star Seed Oracle card. Ooh, this is a good one. It says, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Wow. Now, I like that. Be the leader you wish you had. All right. That's a fantastic card. So that's what I got for you, Pisces, for the month of July 2025. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.